It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston Texans, and NRG Stadium. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. Oh, yeah. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Truth be told, we might be talking about one of the most disrespected quarterbacks in the entire NFL. I mean, he's constantly talked about as if he's some fringe NFL starter, despite the fact, Mike, that he's been the focal point for a team that has completely turned things around since his arrival. Now, I don't know if we would classify him as this, like, elite super talent, but there's no denying this guy is a winner, and if he's under center, you got a great chance.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Goff with the give to Montgomery. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A second down throw for Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. From the gun, it's Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
You'd love to see the biggest jump of a young quarterback's career, Mike, being between year 1 and year 2. I mean, you think about what these young quarterbacks go through entering their rookie year. They have the entire pre-draft process, then the idea of being drafted and going to a new organization and learning what it means to play quarterback in the NFL. Well, in year 2, everything's not new. Everything's not a first experience. It allows them to just take a deep breath, play, develop, rely on what got you here. We see so many quarterbacks in year 2 really have their breakout campaigns and show, frankly, why they were the starter to begin with in their rookie year.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It's taken down. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. Catch made. That's Woods. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. On play action, Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run here with Mixon. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's got his big tight end. Paige Stover. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans move out to a 7-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Schultz is the motion man. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A throw left side finds Dell. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. Taking off. Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. A run here with Mixon. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Here's a run with their tight end. So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Sims now to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Mixon has the first down and more. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally do him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. They look to run with Mixon. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Joe Mixon, touchdown Texans.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out in front by the score of 17-3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's Goff. He finds Raymond for the completion. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Goff to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Now, on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Goff. This one caught by Patrick. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So it's a win here for the Texans. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal. That's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.